when we started the project, the resort project, we realised that it wasn't an isolated development, that it was very much intrinsically linked to the environment and to the people that lived out here. And that really allowed us to see that there was a much broader opportunity to not just do something that was, you know, a commercial investment, but something that that also had philanthropic components. And that was really, you know, about looking at doing things like setting up marine reserve, and that was one of the first projects that we started over 7 years ago.
Here, with so little development in such big parts of the country, especially out here on the islands, then it's a great opportunity to protect the areas and protect the habitats whilst they're still in a very good state. We have a full no-takes zone around the Song Saa Islands, which is extends 200 metres in all directions from the islands. We've also set up a much larger managed area that includes the Song Saa Islands but extends much further outside, away from them. And the idea of that is that it's helping to ensure that there isn't any real damaging fishing techniques going on. So that would be things like bottom trawling or any use of chemicals or explosives to do fishing. And that's obviously a real key, because that's both, it helps biologically and environmentally, but also is helping the communities. If they've got better fish stocks, then they've got better livelihoods because they're able to catch more fish.
Usually I do a lot of education in this community. Actually, we established one group of children we call Song Saa Foundation. So the objective of this project is to build a community perspective, especially children. Build their ideas since they were young and then make sure that they grow up positively, both of their thinking and health. For example, when I teach I used to teach them about the marine conservation, and then when they return, they draw any picture related to what they have learned.
Yeah, we've now got a point where within the reserve, we've got 5 to 10 times the number and the size of species. So we could see that there was huge potential, and that, you know, we got the results with the marine reserve. So therefore we started to think, well, what else could we do? What other opportunities were there? And we started to look at other things, and that's where it sort of evolved into establishing solid waste management systems. So each family were given a bin, and it was explained to them that they had to put the rubbish in that bin at the end of each day. And then we hired a team of locals who basically would then go and collect that rubbish at the end of each day, and then they would take it to the centralised solid waste management area, and then separate it, and then it would go off and create this system that we can now hand over. You know, we don't manage it. You know, it's completely a community initiative. Just about putting the system in place and providing that infrastructure, so that people can have a better environment in which to live.
As our work in the community and our understanding of what was going on out here grew, we realised that it would be good to have some other people come and help. We brought over a nutritionist and naturopath from Australia, who came over here after conversations that we'd had to do an assessment on the local villages, focusing mainly on the children. And her findings were even more startling, I think, than any of us really anticipated. What she found was actually that the rate of malnutrition in the village was 75%, whereas UNICEF had previously said on the mainland it was 45%. So it was quite astounding. The team were able to set up actually focused nutritional workshops to educate the locals how important fish is for nutrition.
We do a workshop with the people here about like food, type of food that they eat to make their body strong or healthy. And then after the workshop, we also provided vitamin food to people to eat, make sure that they get enough vitamin if their daily food do not contain that vitamin.
And then the idea of the boat of hope, being able to get from not just Prexfi, which is local to us, but then to take all of this awareness, this education, this access to medication and vitamins out to the greater archipelago, so that all the villages had access to this.
It's our way of being able to visit the other communities around the islands, and also allows us to restock the vitamin supplies that we provide to those communities. The hope is, as we get the means to do so, that we'll be able to reach all of the villages within the archipelago and be able to help every community and every community member in this area.
We're all emotionally driven individuals, and we're all here because we feel like we can make a difference. And so we're driven by what we can achieve and what the future may hold and the opportunities that are in front of us. We couldn't be more excited, because we know what our team has done, we know what they're capable of, therefore who knows how far we can take it.